Now, listen, you guys, Doechii is out there still biting off Nicki Minaj, and we are going to be talking about her expressing that she would like to work with Bongo too. Doja Cat is out there denying her songs 3 times like Peter denied Jesus. And we're also going to be talking about Trippie Redd. Oh my God, what is going on with Coily Ray's baby daddy? And we're also going to be discussing about Akademiks clocking the transformer and basically throwing some shade. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tea Plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great. You guys, I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about Doja Cat. You guys know that well. She has a song that came out with the video and everything, and people were talking about how it is not doing well on the charts. It seems like finally it has managed to debut on the Spotify US chart at number 179, and finally she's been able to get to 1 million streams. So, well, that's a step in the right direction, but for somebody who has been doing Doja Cat's numbers, it's still not standard Doja Cat. But that being said, it seems like the games are beginning to take off. And each time you see an artist playing these, oh, it's not part of the album thing, or it's not this thing, and they used to rely on payola, just know that something is really going on behind the scenes. So she teased a song that she said, the name of the song is Craig. And so I guess because of how his songs have been doing lately, she has decided to test the waters. And, in the hopes that something is probably going to stick. And I'm not faulting her for that, all right? But I do also know that when artists start doing stuff like this, definitely something is happening. Because do you know who else was out there also testing the waters? It is none other than the Transformer. When she put out Bongos and, she was expecting it to be the smash hit and, the video budget and everything, I really do feel like they were trying to create another WAP so that she can put it, on her album. And that when that failed to work, she really didn't know the direction to take. And I do believe that that's when her album got delayed even further. She tried enough. She tried several other songs, and she was out there saying, oh well, they're not singles anymore. And it seems like that's the route that Mini has decided to take. And she was basically responding to her fans, speculating that War Cracker was actually going to be a lead song on her upcoming album because, they were defending her because of the flop that she recently just, put out. And she said, it is not the lead. I'm just giving it to the people who asked for it. And of course, people started making fun of her because of that. People were like, okay, it does look like you're no longer confident anymore with any of your songs. So now you're testing the waters. And she reposted something from her fan page, which is basically, somebody saying that, well, I put out the song when she was teasing it on TikTok. And Doja Cat said, I will put it out on TikTok. So that was her also trying to prove to the haters that, okay, it's not like I'm scared. My fans asked for it and stuff like that. And when you see people moving like this, it's definitely bigger than what you're thinking. I do feel like maybe the payola is no longer getting cleared as it used to. And interesting times lying ahead of us, especially with, Doechii also lurking around with the same flow, with the same antics. It's definitely going to be an interesting year in female rap. Speaking of Doechii, she's out there teasing new music, and people cannot help but notice that, well, it sounds very familiar. And I was like, yeah, it actually does sound familiar, despite the flow being very Nicki coded. What's going on? Like, what is going on? The voice is giving Nicki. The rrr at the beginning of the verse is definitely giving Nicki. So I was like, what's going on? Until people started pointing out that, listen, it does sound like Nicki Minaj are seeing green flow. And honestly, I cannot help but also notice the resemblance in the flow. So honestly, it's getting interesting because I'm like, lately, she clearly has been making it clear that Nicki is not one of her inspirations since she started getting mainstream attention. That whole Nicki is my inspo thing has since faded out. Now she's citing other people as an inspiration, which is okay. People are allowed to evolve and people are allowed to be inspired by more than one person. But I would like to believe that if you're evolving and if your inspiration is no longer that person, let us see you being, let your music be a representation of who you're getting influenced by. You cannot say that you're no longer influenced by this person, but you're still running around with their flow. Like, to me, it's weird energy. And no female rapper is obligated to like Nicki Minaj. No female rapper is obligated to, to show Nicki Minaj some love, to be, I don't know, to be grateful to Nicki Minaj. They are not obliged to do that. But when you move shady and you're literally stealing her whole flow and even the ad-libs, really? The ad-libs too. That becomes really weird. But at the end of the day, you can only get the attention for, a limited time. If you think I'm lying, ask Bongo 2 was about to break down on live because people were hyping her up and she felt like, well, she had the people's support. And I've always said this about Nicki Minaj ops. They will hype these female rappers as long as they are saving, their narrative to say that, oh, Nicki is old, washed, bitter, and stuff like that. But that doesn't always translate into the numbers, unless, of course, you're relying on heavy payola. But then payola cannot sustain an artist for the whole duration of, of their career, okay? Unless you have other ways of actually making the money back for the record labels, they will not be able to sustain the payola for long. So I do hope whatever Doechii is doing, she knows exactly that her outcome is going to be different from all these other females who have tried the same route. Now, that being said, she also decided to go on Instagram Live to basically let us know that, well, she would like to collaborate with Bongo 2, Megan Thee Stallion. And honestly, I'm not mad at that. They should collab, honestly. If they're feeling each other, they should work together. And hopefully, her fans combined with Megan fans will be able to support, the song so that it actually does well, it performs well and stuff like that. But then again, knowing how this thing works, they're probably sharing the same fans. And these same fans are not actual fans, but they are Nicki ops. I don't know how much more I can emphasize this. But I love this for them. Two black women supporting each other, having a sisterhood. I love when female rappers come together and they unite, okay? Because there is enough cake for all of them, okay? They can be friendly. Rap doesn't have to be competitive. And power to all the women, okay? Power to being a ghost girl. I love to see all of this. Anyway, moving on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about. We are going to talk about Akademiks and the Transformer. Now, you guys do know that, well, those two are besties, but I guess Akademiks gave her advice that it wasn't a smart idea to leave Offset, to move on to Stefon Diggs. But then again, I understand where the Transformer is coming from because she does need the drama for her rollout. She's out there trying to create, scenarios in her life that would make her album relatable. So she needs all this drama. She needs the Stefon Diggs drama so that she can go on there and talk her ish and say that I've begged a ninja. Because imagine if Paddison wrote her, a song that says, I dropped my baby daddy today and tomorrow I got a ninja with more money. She needs the ninja with more money, to refer to so that people can begin to say, oh, it's relatable. Oh, she sings about the truth. So no matter how much Stefon Diggs is going to dog her out, she's not going to leave because she needs him at this point. She needs him for her album. So Akademiks, don't act confused as to why your friend is doing all of these things. It is for the rollout. And I'm not going to hate her for that. She has to make her money somehow, I think. So if it takes being humiliated and embarrassed by Stefon, she will take it by all means, okay? So I will insert what Akademiks had to say. It's a very short clip, and then I'll catch you guys after that.
Hold up. Didn't I tell y'all about this whole Cardi B shit, man? How the hell Cardi B left one cheater to go get a bigger cheater, man? This shit don't make no sense, right? Like, the math wasn't mathing. So apparently now, what ended up happening is that Cardi B's boyfriend, which is Stefon Diggs, apparently he been getting exposed left, right, and center. He got all type of chicks. Like, he got a chick pregnant. He is, whatever you thought Offset was, he's 20 times worse, all right? Now, apparently a chick was tired of Stefon Diggs trying to hide her and essentially blew up his spot. Now, if you don't know, Stefon Diggs is dating Cardi B. Cardi B left Offset because Offset's a cheater. She got with Stefon Diggs. Stefon Diggs has been known for half of these rap niggas. He's all of the poppin' rappers, baby mamas, all type of shit. For whatever reason, that's who Cardi B's attracted to. Cardi B gets with this, and less than a month after getting with him, everything's getting exposed that basically the grass ain't green over the other side. You just left one cheater for another cheater, okay? So now, this is Stefon Diggs begging this girl for something. I don't know. It says, Sky, I know you're upset right now, but that was a lot. Hope we could actually have a convo when you're not upset. She says, you showed me that from the beginning until the end. No need to pretend. It's cool. I can take it on the chin. I just hate the disrespect and dishonesty. You really did the most, and I've never done a thing to you, no matter how you want to spin it. Steph, good luck. This ain't for me. He says, shake my head. Okay, get up. You gonna stop this shit. Let me know when you're ready to be adult. She says, I'm cool, bro. I don't like niggas treat me like that or talk to me like that. Never have I experienced some shit like that. And then she said in the caption, I ain't nobody's secret, and he knows how I give it up. And you could run with this too. Yo no tenga vergüenza mama gueva. Whatever. Okay. So she was recording him blowing up her phone. She said, clearly I got two phones. This is supposedly them, hugged up. Yeah. Then this was earlier last month. Stefon was clearly trying to he hit her on some, where you at? I don't know. The fuck? This is a video or something like that. So, what are you doing? She said, home, doing what? He said, nothing. Was on the phone talking shit. What you doing? Stefon said, I'm downstairs. Was waiting to see something I don't like. He says, huh? He says, I hate when like he wasn't just crashing out being a stalker, but I'll let them have the social media and play my part so he could get his clout. So they're basically admitting that, Stefon Diggs is for the clout, supposedly, right? What else? There's some other kind of came up about, and I ain't gonna lie, man. What is this? Oh, some other shit. Cardi, congratulations. You've outdone yourself. You've left one cheater, found a bigger cheater, and now the embarrassment you're gonna see, or you probably felt with Offset. At least you had some kids with. Stefon Diggs gonna do the same thing, brother. It's all good. It's all good. So all these chicks is realizing that because rappers same group of girls, none of them are really staying faithful, and it is what it is. All right, I know. I feel like anytime I start talking about like relationship shit, load up to give you.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. There you heard that. And personally, if she absolutely likes it, we love it. We love it that she has moved on to the gorgeous man, Stefon Diggs. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, let us talk about the Joe Biden podcast. They were out there discussing Kendrick's tour, but what made it interesting for me is how they had to ask each other at the beginning of that conversation, do we want to talk about the tour? And I'm just looking at them like, why are you asking each other that? We've heard you talking about Drake and other people. You don't be like, oh, do we want to talk about Drake? Like, it could be a conversation about Tracy Ellis, Ross, and you guys will just inject Drake in there. You don't even do a little disclaimer, a little introduction. Should we not? Should we not? So I'm just looking at them like, what are you saying? But anyway, let me insert what they had to say about this tour, and then I'll catch you guys after that.
No,
Did we want to talk about this Kendrick tour, or did we do it already?
No, we didn't. That shit setting records already. Yeah, he's passed Eminem's record. It was he made $9.1 million in the first night. So it's the highest grossing rap tour. Well, for sure.
For one night?
Yeah, per date. So first date. But this shit is looking amazing. I saw the set list.
I can't wait to go.
Yeah, I cannot wait. I'm dying, bro. I saw the set list. They're weaving it, so it's not like he comes out. He does like 4 or 5 joints. She do joints. He comes back, does joints. They're going like they're co-headlining.
Got you.
And he's covering everything. It's a couple records I wish he did on there, but I don't care.
Maybe he'll change it.
Yeah, I hope. I would like to see some Section 80 love, but it's over. I think it's over. I think it's over.
That would not be happening. Yeah.
No knock to them or no disrespect to them, but isn't that predicated on like the times? Like nowadays with movies and shit, like the movie will make XYZ at the box office. That's just because ticket prices are higher than when Eddie Murphy and them was setting records at $4 a ticket.
And you're doing stadium.
Yeah,
at $4
and filling them out,
and you're doing, like I said, and you're doing stadium. So as opposed to doing arena tours, which
like Beyonce,
like 20 people, 20,000.
Beyonce and Taylor Swift and them.
They'll probably set the record next time they go out.
Yeah, Beyonce's out now.
It's like NFL contracts or some shit.
Because it says the average ticket price is $536
on
probably for the resellers.
Kendrick.
No,
probably for the resellers. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's resellers.
Yeah.
Average ticket price like $192.
It says,
look at you trying to keep people from the concert.
I'm reading it.
The box are doing that.
It says the average Kendrick Lamar concert ticket price 2025 tour is estimated to be around $536. However, the resale tickets can range from $92 to $647. So the retail, that wasn't in counting
here.
Resale.
According to touring data, opening night in Minneapolis grossed over $9.1 million for more than 47,000 fans at an average price of $192.70. Like I said, the previous record was Eminem highest grossing rap concert. So just one night. He's already broke that on night 1 in Minneapolis. So that's the town. When you get to these bigger cities, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
this is a feat.
Yeah, for sure.
No matter how you knock it, how you look at it, this is still a feat.
The money is money.
Absolutely. This is still a feat, and it's a 52, I think, songs total.
I can't wait.
Fire.
52 songs.
That's what they're doing.
Between the two of
them.
No,
the set list between him and SZA. It's a total.
And it's fire because it's like my girl's gonna love it, and I'm gonna.
That's the fire part.
50 songs.
The set list is fire. Their attendance is fire. Luther is still #1. Their collaboration, that's fire. SZA's album jumped back in Billboard.
So
like her old album.
yeah. SOS. Yeah,
that's
fire.
Ridiculous.
Salute.
So all things are working for TD right now, with the exception of Absol tour dates, and I do hope they get to even that together at some point.
I think they'll get something. I hope anyway.
Yeah, his last 2 projects deserve a live performance. They do
for sure.
Agreed. I wish they would have done another. I mean, I know expecting this now is completely off the table, but I wouldn't have been mad at another championship tour like how they did with the entire TDE tour.
Yeah,
and it gave fans who were there to see a Kendrick or SZA the chance to see some of the other acts on the label, and that was an amazing tour.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Did we back up? You gotta understand around.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. For me, it's always going to be interesting how this is a Kendrick tour, and, there's no such a huge mention of SZA. They're making it seem like, well, she's just an opener. It's very interesting for me to watch, but I guess if that makes them happy, we're just going to pretend like this is a single headlined show by Kendrick on his own, if that's what's going to make people happy. Moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, Shannon Sharpe. It seems like, the lady who once accused Shannon Sharpe of the R word is coming forward, and she is spitting a lot of different things, alleging that, Shannon Sharpe was out there, convincing her to divorce her husband so that he can be with her. So, of course, the internet is out there scrutinizing the lady, with some people feeling like, oh my God, it sounds like cash grab, an attempted and it's a cash grab, and some people saying that, well, she seems like she's been sent by someone. You know, the normal thing that people do whenever an alleged R-word victim comes forward. That's what the people are saying. So let me insert what she had to say, you guys, and let me know what you think about this. Do you think that more people are actually going to come forward expressing their experience with Shannon Sharpe? On second that, I don't think that I'm going to be coming back. So let me just say my goodbyes. Thank you very much, you guys, for watching. And thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. I post each and every single day, and I keep you updated on what's happening in the celebrity world on Instagram, on Twitter, and about all things trending. Until my next one, see you.
He had asked me to break up with my husband at the time. We were just dating, so I was dating Shannon and my husband at the same time. Shannon asked me to break up with my husband, and I don't recall for sure, but I think I did. And so, you know, it's like, wait a minute, you want me to be with just you, but you want to move somebody into your house and not even tell me? So that's what it stemmed from. He's not a faithful person, so I wasn't going to be faithful to a non-faithful person. It just doesn't work that way. Not for me anyway.
Can you tell us just broadly, I know it's probably painful to relive this situation, but can you tell us generally what happened that day?
It was fighting, and usually we fought on the phone and not in person. So it was the biggest argument that we ever got in. And he was controlling, he was domineering, he was manhandling me beforehand, and he wanted to have no. I told him, no, because you gave it to somebody else. I didn't only tell him no, I told him why. And he wouldn't take no for an answer. So he overpowered me, put me to my knees, put his mouth. And after he got enough of that, he put me on the bed. And, you know, this was all a struggle.
I'm going to ask something that might be a little like sensitive or might sound insensitive, I should say. But I'm going to go ahead and ask it because it's a question that I'm sure people are wondering. Why didn't you file a police report when he...
Because I was scared for my life. He said he would use it. Everybody he knows, and he knows lots of police officers. So I didn't know that if I went down there, that would be one of the people that he knows. You know, Atlanta has a problem with corruption down there. And I was too scared to go to the police. Because when this happens, you're in a trauma mindset. You're not in a, you know, every day you and I are talking here like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should do that. No, you're like fear for your life. You're traumatized. You're not thinking straight. You're having anxiety and panic attacks. And I was worried that he would, get a hold of this police officer, and who knows what would happen. And so it was just a decision, and it's a decision a lot of people make, to not go to the police. They always say the woman is crazy. Hey, I might be at this point after everything I've dealt with. We met in actually the press room at the Broncos.